Hi, welcome to Maggie Chats Books. Today, as you can tell by the title, I'm going to haul some John Steinbeck novels. I've been wanting to get a collection of John Steinbeck books for a long time. I've only read his books as required reading in school, and I know a lot of people, especially on BookTube, have been talking about John Steinbeck and his novels, and so I really wanted to get copies of these books and start reading them and rereading some of them as well. These are Penguin, the ones I have are Penguin Classics. Penguin does several different versions of John Steinbeck books, so I decided to get 5 in the Centennial format and 3 in the traditional Penguin Classics. So I'll show those to you. The first one I got is The Moon is Down, and this is the Penguin Classic. Black bottom with the title and author, white stripe that says Penguin Classic, and then a picture that corresponds with the book. This one is a book about Nazi Germany, World War II, and the impact. It is a very short novel. I think it's only about 150 pages. I have not read this one, so this will be a new read for me. The next book, also Penguin Classic, is The Winter of Our Discontent. This is about a family that lives in a small town. I believe they own a grocery store. As with a lot of John Steinbeck novels, it deals with poverty in America and trying to escape that poverty or find a better life. This is all I know about this book, and this one is another one I have not read. And the last Penguin Classic I bought in this style is The Pastures of Heaven. And this book is about ordinary people who have something happen that changes their lives. And this is another book that I have not read, but I heard some things about this one, and this is about 200 pages long. Now, the other 5 books I've got are in the Centennial collection, and I just love these. The first one is Of Mice and Men, and I'll just show you. These have French flaps and deckled edges, and I just think they're so pretty. They're in like a tannish yellow cover. The title is here in this section, another like pen and ink drawing here, and then the author's name down here. And just really pretty books. Of Mice and Men is one of the first books I read of John Steinbeck, and I really enjoyed it. I've read it also in the play format, and I read it in the book format, but it was a long time ago while I was in school, so I'm looking forward to reading this one now. This is another small book. It is about 100 pages long. And the next book is The Pearl. Again, it has the French flaps, deckled edges, pretty much the same. This one has more of a green pen and ink drawing and black. The Pearl is another book I read in school. It is about a fisherman that finds a black pearl, and he knows it will change his family's life. But the more he thinks about it, the more he gets obsessed with it, and things don't turn out so well. So this is another book that is only about 100 pages long. It was one that I read in school, as I said. I don't think I enjoyed it as much as I did on my second read, and so I want to reread it again to see what I think about it as a much older adult. The next book is one that I've been wanting to read a long time, and it's The Grapes of Wrath. It takes place first in Oklahoma, where the Dust Bowl occurred. The Dust Bowl was a drought that pretty much turned everything to dust. My father remembers people telling about the Dust Bowl and the impacts where you would actually breathe dust all day. It was so bad. Oklahoma is predominantly flat. There is clay in the soil, so there's not much topsoil. So once it dries out, you do just get this red dust everywhere. And the people lived in houses that weren't sealed, so it would come through on their floors and everything like that. It also caused a lot of elderly people and young people to die because their lungs couldn't handle that type of air. So many people, especially farmers who could not make it anymore, decided to pack up and move to California. So that is the story in this book, where the family cannot make it as farmers in Oklahoma and packs up and goes. So you see on the front here the truck that has everybody's belongings, and then they just go and try to find a better life. And the next book is Cannery Row. I've read this one, but I don't really remember much about it, and it was one that we read during a kind of a semester where we read a lot of books, so I did retain much of this one. It does take a place in California. Cannery Row, I believe, is a row where they can food. That is all I know about this one, unfortunately, having read it. So I will be rereading this one and seeing what this one's like. And the last book is one that I have not read either, and this one is The East of Eden. It is one of his more popular books. It is also about 600 pages long, so it's longer than most of his books. It is about a family that lives in California. They are farmers. The land was very fertile there. They had a promising future. The woman, mother, wife in the story becomes mentally ill, and the father is forced to raise the children by himself. That's pretty much all I know about this book. I've heard nothing but great things about it. I was encouraged to read it in school and did not, because 600 pages, there was just no way. So I will be getting to this one hopefully this year and see what all the hype is about. That's it for my John Steinbeck haul. I'm very happy to have these books and looking forward to reading them. If you've read Steinbeck, please let me know what your favorites are of his books. That is all for now. I will talk to you later. Goodbye.